So we're going to not totally surprise her with dark room and, yelling surprise, because that's too much. So what we're going to do is just kind of leave a path. She's coming in from the back, and then she'll walk in and she'll see that there are not 10 people here. There's 50 or 60, okay? So, no, we're not hiding, and we want to keep her heart. We want her to enjoy her own party, right? Not have her heart take too much. We want to take I want to try this.
Yeah.
They have some takers here.
Sure. Take that from Seattle, yeah. There are people that came further than me, but I'm... LA's just as beautiful as I remember. Look at all this. I didn't realize you were going to go to this.
Happy birthday, Mom! Happy birthday! This is for you! Because you're 90 and loved a nifty 90.
And it's a surprise.
We don't want to scare her. If we say surprise, maybe we'll just start. She'll walk in, she'll see everybody, and then we can just start singing happy birthday. How's that? Okay? All right. And then
Very nice.
kind of...
Let's do it straight though. Look at me straight.
Yeah, let's leave the lights on.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I need to do it. We'll do it. We can cross the 24 hours. Good.
Oh my God.
Where is he?
2 minutes.
Happy birthday! Across the street, and she's been a fabulous photographer, world-class photographer.
Good job, Micah. We love you, Gladys. We're
gonna all say hello to Gladys in just a moment, but I just want to welcome, come on over. You want to sit down? Are you okay? We have a chair here in case the legs get a little wobbly.
So, Bernie, you really put some of those colors?
I understand it's your birthday. And I said, take a guess how old I am. This was someone I didn't know. She said, well, I think you're about 8. I said, how about adding 10 more years?
Well, we're all here. We've come from all over. Gladys, I want you to know that we've got people who have flown in from New York, Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia. We've got them coming from Seattle. We've got a few people who just walked right across the street. Gloria's here. Bunny, who used to walk across the street from the other side, is there. There's Bunny and Ed. We've got lots of your friends, your Emmy friends, your neighbors, many cousins. All of the family is here to celebrate a very special day for you. You know, she's such an incredible woman that when you meet Gladys, you don't let go of her. You know, you hold on. Yeah, she's just so special. And just for fun, I was thinking, if you've known Gladys, because she's got a lot of new friends as well as old friends. So if you've known her for more than 5 years, raise your hand. All right. If you've known her more than 10 years, raise your hand. 15? Hands are still up? Oh, look at all that. 15, 20 years. Have you known Gladys 20 years? Whoa, 25 years? Oh, still hands up. 30 years. My, 30 years. 35 years. Oh, we got a few of it. 35, 40 years. 45, we still have hands. 50 years, you've known her 50 years. I've known her 50 years. Still their hands over here. 55, 60.
You got a long way to go.
Michael, 60 years. 70. Marty, raise your hand. You've known her 70 years.
91.
All right. Isn't that incredible? Yeah.
I'm 91.
Well, she's Paul is here. We've got her sister and her brother. Her sister and brother are here with us. Marty, come on up. Stand over here next to your sister. With Paula.
So happy.
All right, we gotta get a picture. Get the three of us. All right. This house has had a lot of memories in it. The walls have seen a lot of parties. Gladys has always opened her heart and her house. You know, I feel I wouldn't even know so many of my cousins if you hadn't had all of it together, you know, and opened your doors. Gladys is, yeah, she's kept the family together because friends and family have been so very, very important to you, right? I know, all the way, cousins way back. Here's another little trick. Tell me this. She opens her doors to holidays and celebrations, etc. But she also not only opens her front door, but she opens her bedroom door. Did you know that?
You're telling tales out of school, kid.
That's my grandmother.
How many of you have spent the night under the roof of this Club Drive house? Look at this. Can you believe it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like a hotel. Ronald, yeah, you slept here. Okay, look at way over there. Bunnies?
Since I'm 5 years old.
She's just 5 years old. Oh, that's wonderful. She's always.
I feel speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm so excited. I'm happy. I'm very happy that you're all here. It must have been an effort. Some have flown 3,000 miles to get here.
Thank you, daughters, for that. They did a great job.
The effort that you speak of, I want everybody to know, was spearheaded by the grandsons. They were the ones who really wanted to surprise you with a party. Can we have all of the grandsons come on up? I'm Roberta, one of her daughters. This is Jane, over here, the other daughter. And we have produced 4 grandsons. Let's get all the grandsons up here. Come on. Sept, we need you for sure. Okay, grandsons.
Hear the word grandson.
We came all the way.
And she's taking them all the way. She's
Sept
taking
and
them on
Micah,
trips
come
to
on out so
Europe.
everybody can see you. With Gladys's new great grandson. This is Reed.
All right.
Reed is one.
Only boys.
Only boys.
Okay, let's get one picture. She wants all the boys.
It's all boys. And we've got our new Chase, who is 6 weeks old. Seth has the 2 sons. So Grandma has the great grandsons.
Are you all in there now? And this lady too?
Oh, look, he's smiling.
Let's us move down because we can't.
Okay, here we go. One. Everybody look at me. Here we go. And one more.
Dan, you're definitely a son in this family.
One lady. Hold on a second. We got one more.
Ray, okay, Ray, everybody.
We got it. We got it.
Shot. One. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
You know, one thing I want to tell you, Gladys. What? I want to tell you something very important. Seth, where are you? This was spearheaded by Seth. He has done an incredible job organizing everything, getting the caterer, the tables, how to get you here. I mean, just everyone has supported it, but Seth has been the one who's the main, and he's done. I want to make sure he's also worked very hard on 500 pictures that he scanned and put outside, and it's on a photo frame over here also. So I want to make sure everybody goes outside where it's nice and cool and look at all of the work. You can see Gladys's life from when she was a little girl, and you'll see yourselves. You're all in there if you can wait long enough to go through it. I hope you've always had your hors d'oeuvres and your drinks. We're going to be eating outside, so at your leisure. I think that the buffet is going to be open.
I think you've been very busy. No wonder I haven't been able to reach you on the phone.
Yes, yes.
Happy birthday, Gladys. See you on the 91.
Hi, Gladys. So, Bonnie Pastor, I want to tell you, just as I told you before, all the times I came here to your lovely home to play with Jane, you were always so kind and so lovely to me. It was just really important to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you. Happy 90th birthday.
Here, wait, let's get this one. This is a group of friends.
You're the other half.
Okay, this is great. Come on, at lunch. Emmy? So go. Come on. Come on, everybody. Come on, all of your group. We want all the Emmy people over here.
We're missing Penny. We're missing Penny.
Happy birthday. Can she come over here?
She's with your sister.
Am I losing? Oh, no, that's a Hungarian superstition for a long
Can we all fit in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Are we supposed to be speaking now?
Yeah,
you got good.
I'm gonna get a plate for Goya.
Gladys, it's only been 60 years since I had the joy of your forcing your daughters to come across the street and meet the new neighbors. And I'm so glad you did, because it's been a relationship made in heaven. I love your family. I could do at your house with you and Joe and the girls what I couldn't do in my own house. So we spent years and years of joy and music and photography. I was 5 years old and the world opened up here, and I bless all the memories that I've shared here in this beautiful house with you and Roberta and Jane and Joe, and they are treasured memories. Happy 90th birthday. Love you.
Century Plaza, just talking about silly things, and I'm like, why are we wasting our time over here?
If you want to say anything special to Gladys, it's being recorded.
We're honored and thrilled to be here, all the way from Laguna Beach. We love you. And look who's here.
I am honored and thrilled to be here as well, from Donalda Drive and now in Century City. But I have a picture of you coming to see my Sid at least once a week, and I'm so grateful to you, and he loved you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Gladys.
Do you know this person?
Oh, yes.
Betty?
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
A lot of memories. Too many memories to just remember just one. But I want to thank you for allowing myself and my mom to live here with you and Mr. Joe, and it was just me and my mom, and it was just me and my mom. I didn't have any grandparents, and I thank you for you taking me in with Mr. Joe, and you guys were my grandparents. Like, this is who I knew as my grandparents, I knew I had other grandparents in our country, but this was my grandma, Mr. Joe was my grandfather, and just thank you for allowing me and my mom to live here with you. And I'm speechless. So, and you're just such a wonderful person.
And you will live or remember you lived here.
Oh, yeah.
Gladys, you mean so much to me on so many levels. Not just are you the matriarch of our family, but you were my personal savior at a time for me when I needed you so much, and I picked up the phone, and without missing a beat, you said, bring me those babies, 18 and 17 now. Moshe wishes you all the love in the world from Jerusalem. He wrote me and said to send his best and to tell you how much he loves you. And Sari is doing beautifully, and she also wishes you happy birthday. So from the three of us, and then from the Clapartas at large, who sent me with all their wishes, happy, happy birthday. You are a living doll. Love you.
Oh, Gladys, I love the way you always do everything for me in Creative Center for Children. You did so many things for me, and there's so many things I can't even explain them all in this in this speech that I'm gonna give. So I love the way how you taught me to read books. That's amazing. I just want to thank you for that, and also teaching me how to potty train. That was something that I really needed to learn, and I love you, Gladys. Have a happy, happy birthday.
Well, you are my greatest grandma in the whole world, and you are the best, and I love when you always call me your medicine man, and everything that you call me every time I hug you. And I think that's really sweet of me, and I wish you were there when I went to Creative Center too, so you can train me to do stuff and everything. So I just think you're really great, and I wish you a happy birthday, and I love you. Bye.
It's wonderful being here with Gladys on her special occasion.
We love Gladys to pieces.
Just a wonderful person.
Well, we just love to come and visit her because she's just such a positive person.
And she always gives us dessert when we come.
And we have these wonderful hugs at the back step because let's see, Paul.
I go down one step, and that way I can give her a nice hug.
Right. So that's a highlight of our time with Gladys, is to give her a nice hug. So she's just a special friend, special person. We love her so much.
Barry has already said all he needs to say when we were at the Century Plaza Hotel. I'm telling you, it was one joke after the other, and I just love having him here and seeing him. And again, thanks for all you do for me. You really do an awful lot. Okay, love you so much.
We're not listening.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not listening. Go ahead.
Hi, Gladys. This is your nephew, Howard. My fondest memories of you are just that you were always the calmer second half to Joe. And, of course, you were just perfect as a couple, and he'd get all excited, and you'd pat him on the arm and say, "Now, Joe," and kick him under the table. You were always so generous and so friendly, and made me and my family always feel welcome in your home, including our wedding in your backyard, which we will always remember. And we love you, and just we're so happy to be sharing this birthday with you.
Ditto for everything Howard said. We love you. I am so grateful to be a part of the family. Thank you for sharing your lives with us. And I think the first time we met, I came and stayed with Howard in your house, and Joe was making a movie. And I was exposed to this interesting and exciting California life, and it was good for Howard because it was part of the equation that led me to move here. So thank you, and we all love you.
Hi, Gladys. I just want to say how much I love you, and I love your annual birthday calls to me. They are so much fun, full of all the warmth and joy that is you. Terry and I think you're just the greatest. The cat's meow, I think. Happy, happy birthday, and many, many more.
Right.
Hi, Gladys. We met back when I was staying here frequently, and you and Roberta would go off to work, And Joe and I would get up a little bit later and have breakfast together and sit around the breakfast table and read the newspaper. And then finally I'd go into work. But for 28 years now, you've been my mother-in-law. But more than that, you've really been my mother. Love you.
Okay. Gladys, happy 90th birthday. You know how much I love you, and I'm so glad to be here with you tonight. Gina couldn't make it, but she sends her love, and I just wish you all the best. And I know we'll still be doing things and going to movies and theater together. So please take care. Happy birthday again.
Is this on? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Oh, we're rolling? We're rolling? Okay. Hi, Grandma Gladys. Just want to say happy birthday, and thanks for helping me remember my birthday, which is just 3 days after yours every year, and Reed's birthday. And just here celebrating with you, and wish you many more to come. Thank you. Let's talk to you soon.
Hi, Gladys. Happy 90th. Going back to the days when we used to call you Happy Bottom all the time. From No Folk. Or was it No Fuck, Virginia? I forgot. Yeah, No Fuck. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyhow, Gladys, it's a real joy to be here and to see the happiness that you're getting from your family and friends tonight. And many, many more.
From the kids at nursery school.
Oh, yeah.
To our kids growing up together. Yes. And having high school and college and forevermore.
As is said, Simcas.
Yes.
Nice
Yeah.
Simcas.
And I'm going to add to that too, because my love for you guys and the close relationship, I've known you ever since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Going to school the same as your oldest with Jeff, going all the way through elementary school, junior high, high school together. And when Mother and Dad actually were away on one of their whirlwind trips, I needed some help, and I was able to call you, and you helped me out. So being neighbors and friends all these years has just been wonderful.
It has.
We love you very much, too.
It's a great, the Steinbergs are a great family.
Okay. This is the video.
I've been waiting to have my picture taken all day, and I'm very grateful that you came. Thank you.
Jean, is there anything you want to say to Gladys? Just grab
Is
that
there
over there.
anything I don't want to say to Gladys?
You have a fond memory or something, or?
I have lots of fond memories, and I wrote them down in something on paper to Gladys that she can read when she is calm. But we love being here. This is special. I don't know who's more excited, Gladys or us. I think we are.
She's so goddamn articulate. This guy. I don't understand this. How did you get into our family?
All right. Would you like to see the video
Hello,
going the right way?
Gladys. Well, hello, Gladys. It's so nice for us to be where you belong. I love being here with you and your beautiful family on such a special occasion in your life. And to see everybody look so well and so beautiful. I'm having a great time. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
You remember growing up together? Anything special that you did as kids?
No, not anything. I still remember coming out here, and when I was a little girl, taking the ferry over from Norfolk to Newport News. Yes, I do remember that. And I remember Aunt Annie and Uncle Howard when I was a little girl, and these were all real special times. Happy birthday.
You feel like you're part of the family.
Gladys, I just want to tell you, I remember the first time I met you. It was very special because I felt your spirit, and it was for the interview for the job at Creative Center, and I felt your spirit. And I was so happy because I felt so welcomed when you invited me to join the school, the staff. And I will always remember that good feeling of joining you all at the school. Anyway, happy birthday, Gladys, and many, 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 many more.
Tell me something about it.
2, 3. Happy birthday, Miss Gladys. I just remember the day that I put my foot in your school. You touched my heart, and you are an amazing lady, and I always keep you in my heart. Thank you so much.
Remember remember living here?
Yes.
And having your babies.
And
bringing
thank you
in
so
your-
much.
Yeah, come on, Sochi, come on to school. Yeah. Where's
For
Cindy go already?
the beautiful memories that I have. I mean, you changed my life and my sons and all my family. Thank you very much.
Great. Sochi, what are you?
Great. After that, jeez. Gladys, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity also to work at Creative Center, which has been a blessing to my family and to me, of course. And I just want to say thank you. You're like the best boss I've ever had. Well, and then your daughters, of course. But Gladys, I love you, and you've really, really made a big difference in my life, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Love you, Gladys. Mwah.
We love you, Gladys. We love you together, Miss Gladys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yes, me too.
On the microphone.
Hi, Gladys. What is it, 52 years that we know each other? I'll never forget that when we had a flood in Baldwin Hills, nobody asked you. You and Joe came with shovels. That's the kind of people you are. You deserve everything that happens to you. You have two wonderful daughters, and I don't know the rest of your family, but they are fabulous, and I love you very much.
Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is love your woes. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see love your rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be love your rose. I thought that love was just a word they sang about in songs I heard. It took your kisses to reveal that I was wrong and love is real. Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is love your rose.
Gladys, I just want you to know that it has been such an honor for me to know you and to become part of the lunch bunch. And even though I came with Mom, so it was something that I sort of inherited. Now my mom and I look forward to it every time we come here. And Mom just loves you to pieces, and I love you more than that. And I still think you're the cutest lady that I've ever met. We love you very much, Gladys. Happy birthday.
Marty.
My dear
Gladys.
and beautiful, lovely Gladys. What a joy to spend this day with you. And what a joy having been together for, I don't know, something like 25 years when both Joe and Lenny were around. And the New Year's parties I remember in this house and in Nora's house and the bunch that we had around. And they were wonderful memories, and those are the precious things that I'll remember about us. And I value and we're precious that we're still having our lunch bunch, so we can still get together once a month here and reminisce and remember and so on. And lovely that you have it in your house all the time, which was one of your wishes and which made it wonderful for us. I love you. It's 120, Gladys. Stay well and beautiful and sweet and gracious the way you are. Rita.
Hello, everybody. Your girls beside you, make a big wish, and your great grandson, come on over here. Oh, do it. Ready? Yeah.
You're so much like your mother. I love hearing those words, but I only wish it were true. She is the epitome of the ideal mother, the ideal friend, ideal human being. If each of us could only be a fraction of who Gladys Steinberg is, we'd be kind, loving, patient, accepting, wise souls. Very true. My mother is a master of making lasting friendships, as evidenced by the number of people who are here tonight. She truly cherishes each and every one of you as much as you cherish her. At least 7 of you actually made the effort and the expense to take an airplane to fly here tonight. Micah, Barry, Joe Ryan, Sylvia Kaler, Jonathan Kaler, Jean and Jerry Cooper. Will you please raise your hands so that we can acknowledge. Others drove long distances, San Diego, Laguna, to be here tonight, and we do. Thank you, truly. Far and near, world all over. My gracious mother opens her heart and her home to so many people. If she has ever called you for your, if she has ever called you on your birthday or sent you a card, would you raise your hand? How many people she has sent birthday cards to? Look at that. Way over 50%, more like 75 or 80. If you have ever slept in this house, raise your hand.
Jay and I kind of crisscrossed on that one.
Even Judita said, last week she was saying, I have to sleep here next week so that she can get on that list. Somebody can select her. Let's see. Gladys and Joe, the perfect couple and the perfect parents, have always had the welcome mat and welcome bed available to anyone in need. Welcome bed. If they ever loaned you money or bailed you out of jail, don't raise your hand. But I'm sure there's more than one in this room who have benefited from them in monetary ways. Just know that it was done with love
because they knew you were a worthy person who in turn, when you could, would pay it forward and help someone else.
I could go on and on about how caring, loving, nurturing Gladys is. How many literally hundreds of children that she has raised through the fabulous, renowned preschool she ran for decades. She loved that school. It was more of a passion than a profession for her. How many other people do you know who worked until they were 85 years old? She had to be kicked out by her daughters who wanted to try to run the Creative Center for Children without her.
Didn't last long.
Today it is not the same.
Sept went to Creative Center.
I got kicked out.
He was going to fire the teacher.
Grandma kicked me out of nursery school.
I won't go there.
No, Jane, he threatened all the teachers. If they didn't do what he said, my grandma owns a school, and you have to listen to me. So the teacher said, we're all out of here unless you get that kid out of here. Micah, you.
He had a New York
My boys.
Mom, you are a hard act to follow. And often I ask myself, WWGB, what would Gladys do? She is my guide and model. And I cherish the words, you are so much like your mother.
Yeah.
This is the real thing.
Thank you, one and all. Jane, that was a beautiful writing that you did. Really.
I learned from my mother correcting everyone's syntax and grammar. So if I corrected your spelling, sorry. It's my mother's fault. She always corrected mine.
Thank you, Jane. Okay, I'm just as happy as can be, and what else can I say? I love you, each and every one of you.
And thank you all for coming.
You know what, Gladys? This is a special tribute to you tonight. I love seeing you kind of overwhelmed by all of this love.
Honey, you're talking with the Southern accent. Mine comes back. You know.
And that's when my name becomes a two-syllable. It goes from Jane to Jaya.
That there are not many people in the world who deserve this kind of these tributes to you. I still remember many, many years ago I was blessed with 5 children, and 2 of them spent many, many, many nights here with Gladys and Joe. My son Matthew was in the Navy, and he was at Camp Pendleton. It would take the train to Los Angeles.
We pick him up down
And
there.
Gladys would pick him up, and then Jonathan was here.
Who's here tonight?
And who
He
is
flew in
absolutely
from Seattle.
here
Flew in
tonight.
from Seattle.
And then I don't know how, well, I don't know, but we all had one special room here in the house. And it was just wonderful. And of course, Joe was
very special.
Was the perfect partner for you, Gladys.
Yes.
He really was.
Woo!
You deserve
I feel
everything.
like I'm a very, very lucky lady.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. But
Much
you
deserved.
deserve it.
Well, especially having 2 daughters within arm's reach.
Yes.
You know, that in itself is an unusual bit of luck.
Yes, it is.
Gladys has been my neighbor for 60 years. She's the only one who has the key to my house.
Lovely.
Her big brother's coming up, Marty Cantor. Had to take care of his
I want to tell you, I'm not very comfortable doing this.
This mic, you have to speak right
Right into it.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm not prepared for this. I think I have something to say. One of the great things about getting together with groups of people.
Here, I'll hold it for you while you talk.
I can hold it.
But it needs to be at this angle.
This angle?
Yes, there you go.
A thought just came through my mind that I'd like to express, and I hope I can do it reasonably well. These parties are wonderful to get together and see old friends, and we all enjoy doing that. But there's one thing that happens, seems to me, when we get together at such a happy occasion, that it seems to stimulate memories that we don't usually think about or recollect. And the thing that's just right now, in the last seconds or so, came to my mind. We are so lucky, the Cantors, to have had parents, like most of all of you, who came over here, escaping from the trials of the Tsar, to start a new life. My parents couldn't talk a word of English, but somehow, through hard work and perseverance, managed to make a living, raise some wonderful kids who had wonderful grandchildren. And I never think about that very much. It just seems to me that we have no concept of what our parents went through, how successful they were, under circumstances where I don't even think we could even have lived through. And the thought that just popped through my mind was that I am at fault for not thinking about them and thanking them for the genes that they passed on to us, that we were able to live a good life and successful one, and to our children, whom we were all so happy with. And Gladys is, of course, the ultimate example of what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry that I've taken so much time to say it.
The music.
No, I don't want to talk.
Oh.
Yeah, good job.
I don't know what to say, but
tell them the medicine man.
I just think that people say that Gladys is like very nice to people, and every time someone meets her, she won't be mad at them or anything.
You're right.
She will just like them a lot, and I think people say she's beautiful and everyone loves her. And I think she's more than that. And she's a very nice person.
He will. Grandma, while we're still talking from Reed, you always call him a special name. What does she call you?
Medicine Man.
Will you explain why you call him Medicine Man?
Yes, that's his favorite nickname from me, Medicine Man. Because every time that he comes over to visit, he gives me a really good hug.
And I said to him, you know, that's better than all the medicine that the doctors have ever given me. So you are now my medicine man.
Also, one time when she said that, she said, I don't think I need my medicine today. Oh, well, Gladys is a very caring person, and we all love her, and you're just an amazing person.
What do you mean? You just started saying I need.
Just like your brother, who wasn't prepared to make a speech, I think I'm in the same boat right now. But something compelled me to walk up here anyway and say a couple of words. First of all, I don't know if everybody here knows, but I feel so fortunate because, excuse me.
Don't cry.
Do it. I almost feel like crying right now. But I had 3 different opportunities to live with my grandparents. I lived here when I was 4 and 5 years old. I came back when I was 16 and 17. And after college, after dropping out of school and trying to start a business, I had no place to live and they took me back again. What? And I came back here at 22 and I lived here for another couple of years. And my grandmother was a second mother to me. She really was. I learned so much about so many things. First of all, I learned how to talk to people. She's got really an amazing way to deal with anyone. So even if the person you're talking to is a little bit off the wall and a little crazy, my grandmother knew how to talk to them. And that's an incredible skill, actually. It's a very, very useful skill. My grandmother supported me when I was trying to start a business, I think when I was in 4th or 5th grade. I wanted to sell candy at school. I asked my mom. My mom said, no, I'm not going to help you do that. My grandmother took me to Smart and Final and helped me buy candy in bulk. And yeah, that was 4th grade. I'll never forget that. Thank you.
Ate it all.
Oh no, he sold it.
At a profit.
Don't eat your profits,
Oh, you're right. Because, those were now and laters. You get 5 for 10 cents. I would sell them for 25 cents each. That's 500% profit. My grandmother also let me store hundreds and hundreds of used bicycles in her beautiful patio. Right out there when I was in college selling used bicycles. I had nowhere else to keep them and she was so nice to let me just clutter up her beautiful patio with my junky bikes. I don't even know why she let me do it. To this day, it's unbelievable. She's so nice, so caring.
You sold 2 of those to me.
Yeah. I sure did. Thanks, Howard. But I just love my grandmother so much. I would do anything for my grandmother. If my grandmother told me to go kill somebody, I would kill that person. And I'm so glad that my 2 sons have gotten a chance to meet you, Grandma, and I'm never, never going to stop living your legacy. I love you so much.
My name is Gloria Carlson. I live across the street. I've watched that one, that one grow up. I can remember when they used to babysit my daughter.
I remember.
And their father said, you do not pay her a cent. So we paid her a quarter.
The last grandson, I think everyone else is gone. So I'm Micah. I'm Roberta's younger son. Yes, hi, thank you. Good to see you all. I'm the one who got thrown out of nursery school. There's actually only one story I want to tell about my grandmother, and it's actually not one that relates to me. It's someone that someone told me about what my grandmother did. When I was in elementary school, I had a bad habit of getting thrown out of class and had to go sit in like the nurse's office or the teacher's office. And this happened more often than my mother would like to admit, or I would like to admit. But one time I got thrown out of class, and the exasperated nurse was like, "Micah, what do your parents do?" You know, she was just trying to start conversation with me because I had gotten thrown out again. I said, "Well, my mom." Is that filmed, Gloria? You have to go on digital yet, come on, you gotta go digital. So,
90. Keep it real.
You can still buy film? So I got thrown out. Okay, all right, I'm sorry, bro. I was just playing. Yeah, I love film. All right, so I got thrown out, and the nurse asked me, and I said, my mom runs a preschool in Santa Monica called Creative Center for Children. And she said, if I mention a name, would you know anyone who works there? And remember, my last name is Grossman. My mother's name at the time, last name still is Klein. So there was no real connection to why I would know Gladys Steinberg. So the woman was like, her name is Gladys Steinberg. And I said, of course I know her. She's my grandmother. The woman dropped the clipboard she was holding and welled up in tears. And she said to me, Gladys Steinberg saved my life. She had never met Gladys Steinberg. A mutual acquaintance for whom they did not know had asked Gladys for some advice about a doctor, about a psychologist. And Gladys had recommended somebody who turned this woman's life around. And she was a mother, she had gotten married, she was successful in being a nurse, and she owed it all to Gladys Steinberg without ever having met her. And I can't think of a better story to better emphasize what my grandmother is all about than that she touches people she doesn't even know. And we are just so lucky to have her in our lives. And I'm so lucky to have you as my grandmother and get to spend all the time with you. And it's just great. And I just can't think of a better thing to say, and better thing to think about when thinking about my grandmother is how she saves people's lives without ever knowing it.
I do feel like another daughter because I was the neighbor across the street. And I have to say, 60 years ago, Gladys forced Roberta and Jane to knock on my door because she knew what it was like to come to a new neighborhood, and she welcomed my parents here, and she, unbeknownst to her at that moment, Roberta and I would be lifelong friends, and Jane, and I have to tell you that my fondest memories were always things that I could do here, but not at home. Yes, it started when we were really young. Roberta and I used to get into a lot of trouble, Gladys, that you really didn't know about. Our little neighborhood foraging at the middle of the night when you didn't know we were out, and we were turning on neighbors' sprinklers like maybe yours, Gloria. And lo and behold, the next morning, Roberta would say, oh my God, did you hear about all the sprinklers that went on? And Gladys would be, no, didn't hear a word about it. You girls were so good. And then Roberta taught me everything I knew before I was old enough to even drive a car. She decided that it was time for me to learn how to drive her little Czechoslovakian car that held two like sandwiches in there. We were sandwiched in. And so we were driving down this hill. Roberta stops the car and she says, okay, Bunny, I'm going to give you a really quick lesson here. So we changed seats, and I was not 16 yet. And there I was driving down the hill, only I wasn't as adept at driving as Roberta, and I wound up hitting a light post. And this young cookie over here, I don't know whether I should reveal this now, maybe too much. But
We were
Roberta,
so bad.
we were so bad. Roberta changed seats with me. And And when the police came, and we were banged up, by the way, we changed seats, and Roberta
Accepted.
she accepted all the punishment. She did it. It had nothing to do with the neighbor, of course not. And now you know the real truth about your I mean, you know.
That story was buried for about 40 years.
Well, yes.
Well, we didn't talk about it until recently.
That's
Finally
right.
admitted
That's
it.
right. But we really had wonderful times, and I had wonderful times with Joe, of course. I mean, you know, this house was always the sing-along for all kids and all parents, and you could go into the dark room and develop your photos and collect bugs and get dirty and, you know, all the things that kids really thrived on. And it was just a wonderful childhood growing up. So I really feel like Joe and you, Gladys, were my second parents.
So true, buddy.
Is anybody else moved to share anything?
Oh my gosh, how many are there?
I'm the third grandson to speak. Hopefully the last one will come up here at some point.
He's
I love you. You know that. This house has just been great memories for probably everyone here. For me, Thanksgiving, Passover, finding the Afikomen, just all sorts of just good times, good stuff, and it's all because of you. And so thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Short and sweet. Thank you. Yes, I'm the fourth grandson, the most favorite grandson. And I've been trying to think of something, like one of my best moments with my grandma and my grandpa, and one that just keeps coming in my mind is something they did for all four grandchildren, and I don't know if any other families do this, but when every grandson turned 13, they had their option of they could go to any one of the 50 states they choose, and Grandma and Grandpa would take us there, and basically just we'd get to see everything you could possibly do in that state in a matter of a week. And I got to end up, we went to Washington, D.C. That's where I wanted to go, and they ended up, it had to be one of the most memorable trips that I've ever been on. I've been on a lot of trips, and this was by far the one that always comes back in my mind. And it's given me the bug to travel. And
What about Europe?
yeah. That was another great trip. That was another one. All four grandchildren got to go to Europe, and we went to England, and we went to France, and we saw this. We saw the Stonehills, we saw the Steinbergs, and Paris and London. That was another great trip. But
1986.
yeah, sat on the slideshow outside.
96.
But I just want to thank you for being who you are, and you've inspired, I think, everyone in this room just to, reach out and do something good for somebody else.
We had a lot of fun, didn't we?
I know that when we have kids someday, and I don't know if Seth's going to do this, but and the rest of the grandchildren, but I definitely, the travel thing has been amazing, just watching you guys travel around the world your whole life, and your daughter having kids, and Seth's Japanese, and Micah's from Germany, so it's just inspiring to see how you guys get around the world and meet nice people and let them come and stay at your house. I love you, Grandma.
I have a short thing to say. I think that Grandma was actually really nice of this, because Jace is Jewish. Every Jewish boy has to have a bris. So Grandma let us have the bris here. She let us move all the furniture.
He's a lot like his grandfather.
Great-grandpa.
Generation.
And I'm happy that she didn't get mad about like all the furniture. So ready with the couch right there. So I think that was really nice to do for my little brother.
I'm Jerry Cooper, and I'm from New York City. Actually, Atlanta, Georgia. And I don't think you guys understand the strength of the Cantor family in general.
Wait,
and
you're
of-
choking me.
Too strong! Too strong! What did I tell you? And the women in particular in this family. I am a latecomer to this family, and I can tell you that it has been quite a ride. Whenever there is a lull in the conversation, the women in the Cantor family let you know exactly what is right and what is wrong. And if you disagree, you can eat dinner somewhere else. There are three ladies of this family that I know rather well. Sylvia, what's her name? And Jean. And we're here as a tribute to what I hope will become free speech. This is a tribute to this lady. And we're here to celebrate that. And it's been done beautifully. And we appreciate the invitation to come. And I can hardly wait to hear what she is going to say now.
All right, nice. Thank you, Jerry. Imagine flying 3,000 miles to be here with us tonight. Thank you, all of my cousins who flew cross country, as well as my dear friends who came across the street. This to me was a total surprise, and I'm so happy that you're with us.
I wouldn't miss it.
You know what I remember, Gloria? When Micah, how old is Micah now? Or whatever.
35.
When, 35. When he was little, he went and helped you light up your Christmas tree. And he has never forgotten it, and I've never. It was the most beautiful tree I've ever seen in my life.
I've never forgotten it, and I got a picture. On film.
Okay. From the depth of my heart, I thank each and every one of you. And if anybody would like to say something, I'll gladly turn the microphone over to you.
You're welcome. We'll just say happy birthday and thanks for coming. But don't forget their party favors as you go out too, so you can take a little something. What's that? Party
Gladys Steinberg.
Oh yeah. Sweet young thing.
Happy birthday, dear Gladys. Happy birthday to you. With the background,
Painting a house. It's a good part, right? Thumb party. Happy birthday, Grandma. You've done 90